France is located in the middle of Western Europe, offers a combination of classic charm and a dynamism. The geographical diversity spans the sun-soaked Mediterranean beachfronts to snow-strewn alpine mountains, and from the lush grapevines in Bordeaux to the stunning Atlantic coastlines. Famous for its artistic flair as well as its historical profundity and international cultural influence, France continues to captivate the minds of many. It's a land full of contrasts, romance and revolution, tradition and modernity, bustling metropolises and peaceful rural villages, all residing under a distinctly French identity. France has more than 68 million people, which makes France one of the largest nations in Europe. The majority of the population are urbanized, with a large concentration in cities like Paris, Marseille, Lyon, Toulouse, and Nice. Paris alone has more than 11 million inhabitants within its metropolitan areas and is the economic, cultural, and political hub of the nation. The country has an aging population as well as a younger population in urban areas and an increasing number of immigrants, which contributes to its diversity of culture. Immigration has played an important part in the development of modern France and has contributed to the rich and diverse fabric of France. The geography of France is as diverse as its people. The country spans between its English Channel in the north and the Mediterranean Sea in the south, along with the rough Pyrenees that form the natural border between Spain and the magnificent Alps that border Italy along with Switzerland. The major rivers like those of the Seine, Rhône, Loire, and Garonne traverse the landscapes of the country and flow to fertile plains as well as beautiful valleys. Corsica is an island in the Mediterranean. Corsica, located in the Mediterranean, provides a unique natural beauty, whereas it is the French Riviera is famed for its beautiful coastline. The climate of the region varies that have sea-like conditions to the west, continental climate inland Mediterranean warm to the south, and an alpine climate in mountainous regions. France's past is a tangled web of conquer, revolution, and cultural brilliance. From its beginnings under the Gauls and Roman rule to the reigns of mighty monarchs such as Charlemagne or Louis XIV, France has always played an important role as a major influencer in European and world history. In 1789, the French Revolution of 1789 marked the turning point not only for France, but also for the entire world, instilling ideas of liberty and democracy. The country fought the two world wars, emerged as a modern republic which continues to have an impact on the world of philosophy, politics, and even the culture. Famous figures like Joan of Arc, Napoleon Bonaparte, as well as Charles de Gaulle embodied different times of pride in the nation and change. France is one of the biggest economies around the globe and has strong industries like pharmaceuticals, aerospace, fashion tourism, agriculture, and it is a world top performer in luxury goods and food, home to multinational companies like L'Oreal, Airbus, Renault, along with Louis Vuitton. The production of the country's agriculture is one of the top in Europe, especially in the fields of wine, dairy, and cereals. In spite of its wealth, France faces challenges like the high rate of youth unemployment, the inequalities between rural and urban areas, and a rise in costs of living in cities. But a solid social security net and public services provide a good quality of life. French culture is known for its awe-inspiring, deep, and artistic heritage. It is believed that the French language is the foundation of nationalism, and there is a profound reverence for cinema, literature, philosophy, and the fine arts. Aristocratic values like secularism, the elegance of the French, and debate over intellectual issues are deeply embedded in the daily lives of people. Events and holidays that are cultural in nature, like Bastille Day and Christmas, are celebrated with enthusiasm throughout the nation. French fashion, food, cinema, and cuisine are widely admired, and institutions of the nation continue to promote art and heritage through film festivals, museums, as well as cultural exchanges. France's education system is publicly funded and compulsory from the age of 3 to 16. It is well known for its academic rigor. Students progress through primary school, middle school, and lycée before taking the baccalaureate, a highly demanding final examination. Higher education includes prestigious institutions such as the Grandes Écoles and renowned universities like Sciences Po and the Sorbonne. Literacy rates are high, and education remains a national priority. However, disparities persist between rural and urban areas, and there are ongoing debates about curriculum reform and the integration of immigrant youth. France is a blend of leisure and work in a unique way. The daily routine often includes the time for lengthy lunches as well as evening walks, as well as casual social gatherings at local eateries. Family is the most important aspect of French life. However, individual living, particularly in cities more and more, is becoming frequent. The country places a premium on individual time and offers a generous holiday policy which often includes weeks off during the summer. The pace of life differs significantly between the bustle in Paris and the laid-back beauty of Provence or coastal towns. When you're drinking coffee at the sidewalk cafe or having a picnic on the Seine, the lifestyle here combines the elegance and simplicity. France is the most visited destination, attracting millions of visitors to its iconic landmarks and beautiful countryside. From the splendor of Paris and the luxuries in the French Riviera to the castles of the Loire Valley and the mystical Mont Saint-Michel, the country has an array of attractions for all travelers. The naturalists are drawn to the Alps to ski, whereas wine lovers visit Bordeaux as well as Burgundy. Cultural festivals, historical sites, as well as UNESCO World Heritage locations add to the attraction. Tourism that is sustainable has also been growing in popularity with a greater emphasis on eco-friendly lodges, cycling tours, eco-lodges, and local food experiences. France is relatively shielded from major natural disasters, however it faces periodic environmental challenges. Temperatures that are hot, particularly during the summer months in South, are becoming more frequent as a result of the changing climate. Forest fires and flash floods can also be a problem for regions of the country, particularly in dry summers. In the mountains, landslides and avalanches could be a risk. The government has plans in place to deal with disasters and has invested in strategies for climate resilience, which aim to limit future environmental risks and protect both rural and urban residents. France is still grappling with complicated social issues that influence the public debate. Inclusion of newcomers, particularly in suburbs, remains a problem and is often tied to the national religious identity as well as secularism. The gap between the rural and the urban can impact access to services as well as employment opportunities, leading to protests such as the Gilets jaunes, which protested against social and economic exclusion. The affordability of housing in cities is also a concern, and rising rents are pushing people to the fringes. These issues raise larger issues of equality, representation, in addition to the long-term future for French society. France is generally regarded as a safe nation that has effective law enforcement and a low level of violent criminality. Cities, particularly tourist destinations, could see an increase in petty theft like pickpocketing. Certain suburbs have had issues with violence from gangs, triggering national debates over the integration of society and law enforcement. Protests, although frequent to this French traditional democratic system, are generally peaceful, but they can also be into a disturbance. In general, France has the feeling of order in the public sphere and confidence in the institutions. The French social welfare system is among the largest worldwide. Universal healthcare provides for the majority of medical requirements with minimal costs out of pocket, and social benefits comprise benefits for family members, pensions, and housing assistance. Policies for parental and maternal leave are generous, and unemployment benefits can help ease the economic turbulence. Although bureaucratic delays and regional disparities can be found, but the overall satisfaction of the system is still good. The robust safety net is essential to ensuring stability in society and improving the quality of life.